Washington has announced a sudden change of plans for Afghanistan. According to Barack Obama, the end of the combat mission planned for the end of this year won't mean the withdrawal of all troops from the country. He says thousands of soldiers will now stay on Afghan soil for at least 2 years. RT's Gayane Chichakyan has the details for us.
Remember the Obama administration's mantra, U.S. troops will leave Afghanistan by the end of 2014? Well, President Obama has just scrapped that deadline.
At the beginning of 2015, we will have approximately 9,800 U.S. service members in different parts of the country.
The bilateral security agreement, which the U.S. has been negotiating with Afghanistan, is expected to seal the deal. The war-torn country is now approaching the second round of its presidential elections, with both frontrunners saying that they will sign the agreement. The current president, Hamid Karzai, has refused to sign it before he leaves office, having drawn attention to civilian casualties in U.S. airstrikes. The agreement would protect U.S. forces from being prosecuted under the Afghan law. The Obama administration had tried to strike a similar deal with the Iraqi government, but failed and had to withdraw all troops. President Obama was at the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan this weekend addressing U.S. troops, and he told them by the end of this year, the U.S.'s combat mission will be over. He said America's war in Afghanistan will come to a responsible end. He repeated the same message this Tuesday in Washington. Well, President Obama may see the end, but many don't. And the placement of residual forces in Afghanistan is seen to anchor the U.S. in a conflict that has lasted longer than any other U.S. war.
And we asked a member of the anti-war answer coalition, Eugene Perrier, what he thinks about the U.S. decision to keep troops in Afghanistan for longer.
The president has made very clear that he wants to shift out of these large-scale occupations and sort of reaffirm America's imperial military commitment around the world in a different way that focuses more on the drone warfare, which has killed many civilians, also on the special forces activity, and building up forces in governments, friendly governments or puppet governments of the United States around the world. And so certainly I think that this is one of his desires, to be able to come out of his presidency saying, well, I accomplished this goal. I said I'd get out of Afghanistan and Iraq, and now we're out of Afghanistan and Iraq.